Hello everyone, and thank you so much for tuning into channel M.c.F.a.e, where manifestations come fast and easy when love is aligned with the mind. Okay, my name is M.c.F.a.e, but you can go ahead and call me Ye. If this is your first time tuning into the channel, please make sure you show some love and like. And if you're feeling the vibe, go ahead and subscribe, because this channel is all about spiritual development and self-improvement. So with that being said, I want to review one of my favorite books that I've read over the past year, and that is The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. So stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back. All right, so this is my first time doing a book review on this channel, but I read self-help books all the time, and I found this book to be super helpful and beneficial if you are going through a similar spiritual journey or want to do some more improvement of self. This book will be beneficial and helpful, trust me, and that is The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Now, this book will benefit your life in all aspects. You put a lot of external situations that we go through in everyday life. It helps you put a lot of those situations into perspective. So the first agreement is be impeccable with your word. Now, I did a whole video on how powerful words are. I'm sure that's going to pop up here or I'll leave it in the description somewhere. But words themselves are very powerful. So with this agreement, the first one, be impeccable with your word, it resonated with me so clearly. So words are energy. You know, words carry vibration, and actually everything is energy. Everything. This jacket is vibration, this hair is vibration, this couch, my backdrop that I just capped, it's vibration. Everything is vibration. When we zoom in, like, it looks like a solid, but if you zoom in on one of those very expensive, I'm sure, microscopes, if you zoom all the way in, you're going to see it vibrating. And when you see it vibrating, it's vibrating on a certain frequency. Words are also vibrating. It's also energy, you know, because we hear, you know, sound waves, you know, it carries a vibration. So words create energy and attract energy within our reality. So when Mr. Ruiz is saying be impeccable with your word, make sure you are sending vibrations and energy out that's going to be beneficial to you, that's helpful and productive for you and your lifestyle, for you within your reality. In the book, he speaks on how our tongue is a sword. We use our word to harm, and we also use it for good. Like when we're speaking low vibration, negative words, there's action that comes with that. You're creating your reality that's around you with the words and the vibrations that are coming out of your mouth, the words that you're speaking. In the book, he also had a story of a little girl who used to love to sing. She was singing, and she was like maybe 5 years old, but she was young and she was just singing, but she was around her mother, and her mother had a horrible day that day. She had a headache and she didn't feel like carrying anything. So without thought, she just told her daughter to just shut up. Your voice is annoying right now. Just be quiet. Those are very powerful words that sent a vibration. And that little girl, she internalized it and she made it real within her. The mother used her tongue as a sword, and those words cut her. She spoke how she never sung again. She didn't sing again. And even in adulthood, she had a hard time speaking, articulating, because of the words that her mother has said. We have to be impeccable with our word because we want to bring good energy to us. So when we're impeccable with our word, we're sending out love, we're sending out motivation, we're sending out inspiration, and those words also have action behind themselves as well. So that's what we're going to get back. You send out words of love, you're going to receive love. You send out words of inspiration, that's what you're going to receive. Now, the second agreement is do not take anything personal. That is my favorite agreement that I have to remind myself almost hourly. Okay? Everyone is basically going through their own stuff, and they're reflecting. The words that are coming out of their mouth, their actions, their moves has nothing to do with you. That's something that's all going on within them. It's just really a reflection of the spirit of the person you are talking to. It reflects who they are. If someone tells you you're beautiful, that has nothing to do with you. They see you as beautiful. That's why they say the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Because someone could be telling you you're beautiful, and the next person could be telling you you're hideous. Which one do you believe? Which one is true? Neither. Don't take either one of them personal. They're just both reflections of that person's character, how they move, how they think. That has nothing to do with you. But then also, if someone does say something to you, like if someone calls you weak, and you get offended by that, you feel some type of way by that, like, you're triggered by it. He speaks on, it's probably because it was something already within you. It was something already inside of you for it to trigger something within you. It struck a chord. So if this person called you weak and you feel some type of way, it could be low-key, you probably believe you are weak. You probably believe that you have moments of weakness too, and you're thinking, how does this person even know? In the book, he also spoke on not taking things personal, because when we take things personal, especially if they're negative words, they become a poison. And we basically drink that poison, and we make that poison a reality within our life. We create it within ourselves. So if someone were to tell me I was weak and I believe it, I'm then, moving like I'm a weak person. I'm now bringing it up in conversation. I'm giving that one thought that someone else told me, that opinion, I'm giving that life, and I'm taking hold of it. I'm creating it within my reality. And the third agreement and the 4 agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz is do not make assumptions. So don't assume. We all know what we hear about assume, right? If you assume, you make a out of. Yeah, so we're not going to assume. But Ruiz takes it a step further and say, do not assume, but ask questions. We ask questions, and he's saying have the courage to ask questions. If you really don't understand, or if you really want some clarity on something, ask questions. Never assume. Because when we assume, we end up seeing reality as we made it and not how it truly is. And when we do that, we could be creating hell for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like jumping to conclusions and doing the most when it's not even true. Like for an example, in the book, he talks about relationships, how we assume our partner should know how we feel and know what we want and know exactly what to do. But that's how a lot of drama happens in relationship, because your partner does not know. A lot of people are dealing with their own stuff. Everyone is dealing with their own stuff. So no one's going to read your mind. No one's going to read your mind. Speak up, say what you got to say, and vice versa. If you don't understand what that person is saying, or you're not clear, ask questions. Or for an example, if you are talking to someone, maybe you're dating someone and y'all are talking every day. The conversations are long. The attention that y'all give each other is very vital. Like it's there. So you basically assume that that's your boyfriend or that's your girlfriend, or y'all are exclusive. But little do you know, he low-key gives that attention to everybody. He's texting you, but he's also texting someone else, and he's texting someone else, or she's doing that as well. She's the baby Lori Harvey. You don't want to assume. Ask questions. Be like, what are we? What is this? Where are we going? And that's just some relationships, but it also applies within work relationships and family. It applies just in life in general. Do not make assumptions. Always ask questions. Develop the skill of effective communication. This agreement will get us a long way and save us a lot of drama. And in his last agreement, Don says to always do your best. Always do your best. Because he talks about if you do less than your best, you're always subject to judgment, self-judgment, and frustration, regrets, and guilt. But if we say we did our best, and we know wholeheartedly that we did our best, then we gonna feel good regardless of the score, regardless of the outcome, regardless of what happens. We're going to feel good because we know we tried. We know we did all that we can do. So there'll be no room to judge. If anything, You're going to feel proud. You're going to honor yourself. You're going to love yourself even more. And that was the 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Go pick up this book if you haven't already. I just gave you all a little breakdown recap of it, but he gives a lot more details and examples that could be beneficial to your life and apply it to you. You know, you might see it in a different perspective, in a different way. But this book helped me a lot. Like I said, the first one, be impeccable with the word. I make sure I'm aware of my words. And the second one, don't take anything personal. I ain't sweating, y'all. But if you made it to this part of the video, I want to say thank you so much. You are the real MVP, and I will see you all next week. Peace. Bye.